that's, secure attachment. Now, if we go over to the other side of things, insecure
Our messy
attachment,
area.
it's a little messy, but again, we talk about the starting point and then where we can get to, right?
Right, right.
Because this attachment style impacts so many things, right? Your emotional patterns, your thought patterns, your behavior, your coping mechanisms, your
Yes.
relationship to boundaries, not only with your romantic partner, but the relationship to yourself,
Oh, bingo. Yes.
right? The relationship to family members,
Mm-hmm.
whether it be your parents, your children, your siblings. And so
Yeah.
your attachment style really puts a filter, a lens on how you perceive almost everything in your world.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So that's why I say it's so important to understand this stuff and to, if you are struggling with an insecure attachment style, it just means that you experienced some things in childhood that might not have been the healthiest. Let's work towards changing those patterns into
Yes.
something healthier for you now that you're an adult.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
with that said, here's what we're dealing with the insecure attachment. So we have the anxious avoidant, the anxious preoccupieds.
Which we described earlier.
Which we described. Yeah, so we talked about their core wounds. Emotionally, they often feel sad, they feel lonely, they feel, like they're bad. They're often chasing love, affection, reassurance. They did not learn as a child how to emotionally self-soothe.
No.
And it's an incredibly important skill.
Hmm.
So it's for emotional regulation as an adult, we need to learn these skills. I wish they taught this in school.
It is so critical. So true.
So true. They don't teach it in school, but okay. So, they didn't learn how to self-soothe. And so that explains in part why they're so reliant on external sources of
Mhm.
validation. They simply have never learned to give it to themselves.
Oh,
Okay.
that's it. That's it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah, right? It's learned behavior. And so
Hmm.
what we often see, again, because they don't know how to self-soothe, they often feel their emotions in a really big way.
Yes. Yes. Over the top. Hmm.
Over the top, right? So in terms of emotional volatility, like here, 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 that's very common to someone who's anxious, preoccupied. Um, Behaviors such as, again, chasing, running after. We see this particular cohort is quite ripe for things like addictions.
Mm.
Uh, because they're feeling so big, oftentimes they're trying to dim that a little bit. They're trying to run from the pain.
Ah.
And so we see some interesting behaviors in this particular group. But um, again, emotional regulation can be taught. And
Hmm.
and this group really does enjoy being around lots of people.
Yeah.
And so you'll actually see that this group of folks will often choose a career whereby they can be around lots of people. Like, for example, it's very common to see teachers, especially in elementary schools, who are anxious,
Uh,
preoccupied.
how interesting.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And when you think about it, their personal needs, right? Their needs is to get that love and attention. And when you walk in as a primary school teacher, you get hugs from all these adorable
Yeah.
kids. That fulfills them.
That definitely probably fulfills that inner child, right?
Who didn't get the consistent love and hugs and attunement that they needed.
Oh.
Yeah. So people think this stuff is random. It's not
It's
random at
not.
all.
I'm learning as I'm studying more and more about trauma. There's so many predictable things that people just don't realize. It's interesting. You're right.